On the other hand, there are civil rights, and for getting civil rights, one have to go to the courts. This is the only way to get justice. One have to file complaint. One have to file civil suit. One have to file complaint, and before filing complaint, before filing the civil suit, one have to get completed the documents, the record. There are different departments and a different nature of cases, and from different departments documents are required for the filing of the case. Regarding the record of the property, after obtaining the record, after obtaining the documents of the properties, you have to file the case. There are notices to be issued, and if the defendant dies, his legal heirs are to be impleaded, and again notices are to be issued. And if someone not appeared, then there is another way for the summoning of the defendant, that is the uh, proclamation in the newspaper. 3-4 notices registered and through post by issuance of service through registered AD, and then after 3-4 notices, then there is a proclamation in newspaper. And if someone dies again, if the defendant dies, then again he has to be impleaded, and his legal heirs are to be impleaded, and to the legal heirs again the process of service again has to be completed. Notices will be issued 3-4 times, and then proclamation. It will take years and years, and then the defendant, if comes, he has to file the written statement. And if his right of filing the written statement after getting the opportunity is closed, then he will file the appeal. While the main case is still there, he will get stay order, stay of proceedings. Then, if the issues are framed after filing of the written statement, issues are framed, and some of the party requested for framing the additional issues that our issues are not properly framed, then they have to agitate the matter in the civil court, and matter on the issues are matter on the closing of the right of filing of the written statement. Interim matters regarding stay order, interim matters goes up to the Supreme Court, and it takes years and years, decades, while the main case is still there, pending there. Proceedings are stopped by the superior courts. And then, after many years, the if the process is completed, the prosecution, the defendant comes and filed their written statement, and matter of the interim really finalized, and matter of the issues are a matter of closing of the right of the written statement was finalized by the superior courts, then again the process will start. And after many years, after decades, again the evidence. The court will summon the evidence. After framing the issues, court will summon the evidence, and plaintiff have to produce evidence. First of all, it is very difficult to collect the documents of the property, record of the property, and to produce the witnesses. Uh, every department, there is a culture, they obtain money for giving the copies of the documents. There is corruption in every department, and everyone in Pakistan in every department is collecting the money. He is doing the job, he is getting the salary, he is on duty, but he is not willing to work without getting bribe, without getting money, without adopting corrupt practices. And it is not possible for a common man to get collected the documents and to produce the evidence in the court. But if the evidence is produced, then there is cross-examination, and then the defendant have to produce his own evidence. And always the defendant are the persons who are the fraudulent, who have usurped the properties, who have uh, got illegal possession forcibly. Uh, they they have the resources. And again, unfortunately, I will not willing to say, but I'm bound to say that there is corruption in the judiciary as well, lower judiciary as well. Judges are again taking money for deciding the cases from either of the parties. If someone has got the resources, he can purchase justice in his favor. Even he is not fair, and he has usurped the rights, and he played the fraud, and by adopting by getting benefit of the corrupt practices, and by getting the benefit of the resources, he purchased the justice from the courts of law after years and years. And unfortunately, there are not truthful witnesses. Witnesses also have to be get satisfied and pleased to giving them gratifications and other benefits for giving evidence statement in favor of a person. Even if the person is on the right and he has the rightful claim, and witnesses are giving rightful statements, evidence, but the witnesses have to be satisfied. They have to be given gratifications and other benefits for getting their statements, for producing evidence. This is very unfortunate. And then there are appeals in the courts of law. If civil judge decided, then there is a session judge, appeal is to district judge, appeal is to be filed before the district judge, and then there is high court, and then there is Supreme Court. This is very lengthy process. Generations are to be lost for getting justice, and people adopted other practices. They have if they have resources, if they have manpower, they now are deciding that they will get justice by on the strength of their own, by fighting, by quarreling, by uh, taking illegal occupation, by taking possession. And now the properties now has been reduced due to the division from generation to generation. And now the people are fighting, the brothers are fighting with each other, the cousins are fighting with each other, the uncles and nephews are fighting with each other on the property, and they are defeating the rights of each other. They are quarreling, they are in greed. There is no uh, fair behaviors in our society. There is no fairness. People now are looting each other. People are now snatching the properties of each other. People are now uh, getting the property illegally with force of the others. People are playing fraud with each other, and people are playing with each other. They're fighting with each other, and there is a bulk of cases in the courts of law. There are, and uh, backlog is there, and hundreds of thousands of cases are pending. And judges are not even performing their duties with honestly and rightfully. They always they are sitting in the chambers, in their retiring rooms, and they, if there is requires some concentration and hard work on the file to deliver justice, then the judges are not willing to decide it. Uh, they are delaying the matter. They are to. They, then there are parties. One of the party or one of the council of the party always interested in delaying the matter. This is very unfortunate. It is no, our society, due to the failure of justice system, due to the failure of the social justice, due to the failure of the state, due to the failure of the prosecution, and due to the failure of the state functionaries and departments, and due to the failure of the judicial officers, and due to the failure of the morality of the people, and due to corruption, our system, our judicial system have collapsed. We have to work for it, and our judges, our generals, our rulers, our prime minister, our president, our ministers, our secretaries, they have to work for providing justice to the people and for bringing the better laws and better system to deliver the justice.